Welcome to our channel. Today we embark on a journey, not through the sprawling savannas of Africa or the icy plains of the Arctic, but through the landscape of human history. We're diving into some of the most timeless quotes from world-famous figures, words that have echoed through generations, inspiring millions and shaping the course of human events. These aren't just words, they are echoes of courage, dreams of equality, and whispers of wisdom that continue to resonate through history. Let's begin our exploration. The year is 1933. The world is gripped by the Great Depression, a period of economic hardship unlike any seen before. In America, millions are unemployed, bread lines stretch for blocks, and a sense of despair hangs heavy in the air. It is in this crucible of uncertainty that a new leader emerges, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, a man who, despite being struck by polio, possesses an indomitable spirit. In his inaugural address, his words ring out, clear and resolute. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Nameless, unreasoning, unjustified terror which paralyzes needed efforts to convert retreat into advance. These words weren't just a rallying cry for a nation grappling with economic despair. They were a testament to the enduring power of hope in the face of adversity. Roosevelt knew that fear, left unchecked, could cripple a nation's spirit, could stifle its ability to innovate and rebuild. His words were a call to action, an exhortation to confront their fears head-on and work together to forge a brighter future. August 28, 1963, Washington, D.C. 250,000 souls gather, drawn together by a shared yearning for equality and justice. They come from all walks of life, a tapestry of colors and creeds, united under the banner of the Civil Rights Movement. On the steps of the Lincoln Memorial, a beacon of hope emerges, Martin Luther King Jr. With a voice imbued with the rhythms of gospel and the conviction of a prophet, he delivers a speech that will forever be etched in the annals of history. "I have a dream," he proclaims, "that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal." King's dream wasn't merely a vision of a future where Black Americans were afforded the same rights and opportunities as their white counterparts. It was a clarion call for a society transformed, a society where the corrosive effects of prejudice and discrimination would be eradicated, replaced by a deep and abiding respect for the dignity of every human being. From the hallowed halls of Elsinore Castle, a question echoes through the ages, a question that has haunted philosophers and laymen alike for centuries. To be or not to be, that is the question, utters Hamlet, the brooding prince of Denmark, in William Shakespeare's timeless tragedy. Hamlet, consumed by grief over his father's death and tormented by his uncle's treachery, grapples with the fundamental question of existence. Is it nobler, he ponders, to endure the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, the heart-wrenching pain and injustices of life, or to take arms against a sea of troubles and end them by opposing them, to choose the oblivion of death over the uncertainties of life? This existential dilemma, so eloquently articulated by Shakespeare, transcends the confines of the play and speaks to the very core of the human condition. We are all, in a sense, Hamlet, faced with choices, wrestling with our own mortality, and searching for meaning in a world often characterized by chaos and uncertainty. Chapter 4. The Silence of Our Friends. Martin Luther King Jr., a man who dedicated his life to dismantling the deeply entrenched system of racial segregation in America, understood that true progress requires more than just the condemnation of injustice. It demands the active participation of those who bear witness to it. In the end, King observed, "We will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends." His words serve as a potent reminder that silence in the face of oppression is tantamount to complicity. When we fail to raise our voices against prejudice, discrimination, or any form of injustice, we become passive enablers of the very systems we claim to abhor. True friendship, King suggests, lies not in blind loyalty or passive acquiescence, but in the courage to speak truth to power, to challenge our loved ones when they stray from the path of righteousness, and to use our voices to amplify the voices of the marginalized and oppressed. Chapter 5. Doubts of Today. The world, as we know, is not a static entity. It is in a perpetual state of flux, shaped by the dreams, aspirations, and actions of those who inhabit it. Franklin D. Roosevelt, a man who led America through some of its darkest chapters, understood that progress is not a linear journey. It is often fraught with challenges, setbacks, and moments of profound doubt. "The only limit to our realization of tomorrow," Roosevelt declared, "is our doubts of today." His words are a testament to the transformative power of belief. A belief not just in ourselves, but in our collective ability to overcome seemingly insurmountable obstacles. Doubt, while a natural human emotion, can be a paralyzing force, preventing us from pursuing our dreams, from taking risks, from embracing the unknown. To truly realize our full potential, to create a better tomorrow, we must confront our doubts head-on, challenge their validity, and replace them with an unwavering belief in our capacity to achieve greatness. Chapter 6. One Giant Leap. July 20th, 1969. The world holds its breath. Hundreds of millions of people across the globe huddle around television sets, their eyes glued to the flickering black and white images beamed back from a desolate yet captivating landscape some 240,000 miles away. Neil Armstrong, commander of the Apollo 11 mission, clad in his bulky spacesuit, takes a step off the lunar lander's ladder and onto the powdery surface of the moon. "That's one small step for man," he utters, his voice crackling with static, "one giant leap for mankind." Armstrong's words were more than just a description of a physical act. They were a testament to the boundless capacity of the human spirit, a spirit capable of conceiving of and achieving feats once deemed the realm of science fiction. The moon landing, a culmination of years of scientific research, technological innovation, and unwavering human determination, stands as a powerful reminder that there are no limits to what we can achieve when we dare to dream big, to embrace the unknown, and to work together towards a common goal. Chapter 7. Inventing the Future. In a world often beholden to the past where tradition and precedent hold sway, Alan Kay, a visionary computer scientist, dared to imagine a different path. A path where the future wasn't something to passively awaited, but actively created. "The best way to predict the future," Kay famously quipped, "is to invent it." His words are a call to action for innovators, dreamers, and changemakers everywhere. A reminder that we are not bound by the limitations of the present, but empowered to shape the world in accordance with our aspirations. To invent the future is to challenge the status quo, to question assumptions, to embrace new technologies and ideas that have the potential to transform our lives for the better. It is a process of continuous learning, experimentation, and collaboration, driven by a belief that the world can be a better, more equitable, and more sustainable place for all. Chapter 8. Be the Change. Mahatma Gandhi, the Indian lawyer who led his country's struggle for independence from British rule through non-violent civil disobedience, understood that true change begins not with grand pronouncements or sweeping reforms, but with the individual, with the transformation of the self. "Be the change that you wish to see in the world," Gandhi implored. His words are a potent reminder that we are not merely passive observers of the world around us, but active participants, capable of influencing the course of events through our thoughts, words, and actions. If we yearn for a more peaceful, just, and compassionate world, we must embody those qualities in our own lives. We must treat others with kindness and respect, even when they hold different views. We must stand up for what is right, even when it is difficult. And we must never underestimate the ripple effect of our actions, for even the smallest acts of kindness can have a profound impact on the world around us. Chapter 9. Courage to Continue. Life, as we all know, is not a smooth and predictable journey. It is a tapestry woven with threads of joy and sorrow, triumph and adversity. Winston Churchill, the British statesman who led his nation through the tumultuous years of World War II, understood the cyclical nature of human affairs, the ebb and flow of fortune. "Success is not final," Churchill famously declared. "Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." His words are a timeless reminder that setbacks and failures are not the antithesis of success, but rather integral parts of the journey. It is in our ability to rise above adversity, to learn from our mistakes, and to persevere in the face of challenges that we truly discover our strength and resilience. Chapter 10. Rising Every Time. Nelson Mandela, the South African anti-apartheid revolutionary who spent 27 years imprisoned for his beliefs, emerged from prison not as a broken man consumed by bitterness, but as a symbol of hope and reconciliation. "The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling," Mandela declared, "but in rising every time we fall." His words are a testament to the indomitable spirit that resides within each of us, the ability to overcome even the most daunting obstacles and emerge from adversity stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. Life is a series of falls and rises, of triumphs and setbacks. It is in our ability to embrace this duality, to learn from our mistakes, and to summon the courage to rise again and again that we truly live up to our potential. Outrow Echoes of Inspiration. As we conclude our journey through the annals of history, let the echoes of these timeless quotes linger in your mind. These words, spoken by individuals who dared to dream, to challenge the status quo, and to fight for a better world continue to inspire generations. They remind us that the human spirit, though often tested, is capable of extraordinary feats of courage, compassion, and creativity. May these words serve as a source of inspiration and guidance as you navigate the complexities of life, empowering you to embrace challenges, overcome adversity, and make your own unique contribution to the world.